Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
To throw, it's Gore. They're trying to get to him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing: making the catch. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Handoff to the single back. At the 45, on his way. The expressway is wide open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout. Oklahoma State.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's McLaughlin. Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The aerial assault continues. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. He'll take it himself. Plows through the defense. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly.
Mark out of bounds at the 36. Now, a 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Oklahoma State 0.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like at 3rd short, what they like 3rd medium, 3rd long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. ready for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Williams will pass. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this game. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Using his feet to buy time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it.
What a snag by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burden. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Finds his tight end. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cowboys in the hurry up.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the run, it's Samatova. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44.
Here we go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Ready.
And the Canes are on the move.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Ready.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short.
Billy. Shoot. Ready.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations. Chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Okay.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Got it.
2nd down coming up.
Clear. Clear. Ready.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Ready up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
The score, Miami 28, Oklahoma State 0.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's McLaughlin. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 28. Oklahoma State.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Easy.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to fire deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things.
A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the move. And the ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Williams will pass. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Using his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Release to the back. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him. And then, boom, he hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
You know, momentum's a big part at the quarterback position, too. And sure, he threw a pick on the
Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Beat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.